So, as we all know, there are issues that juveniles and minorities tend to face in society today. Some of those issues can include unemployment, the academic achievement gap, and financial exclusions. Also, living in poverty stricken areas tends to be a big struggle for youth and minorities. According to the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention, in 2016, non Hispanic Black and American Indian juveniles were 3 times more likely to live in poverty than non Hispanic whites and non Hispanic Asian and Pacific Islanders. So, with the development of new youth programs, this problem can help to become addressed. So, for youth from ages 16 to 24 years old, unemployment is more than twice the national rate of 14.2%. For African Americans, that rate is 21.4%. The program that has been developed called JUMA strives to make a difference and increase the odds for youth to receive future employment. Low-income youth graduate high school at a much lower rate, and only 10% obtain a college degree. JUMA's goal is to make higher education possible for low-income youth. 61% of households of color are poor. Because of poverty, youth struggle to be able to afford college. Low-income families also do not have access to resources or the funding they need to make college possible. So the mission for JUMA is it strives to break the pathway of poverty by paving the way to work, education, and financial capability for youth across America. So some of the people that they serve, it includes high school students and those who are first in the family that are wanting to go and pursue higher education like college. The program, it also serves 16 to 24-year-olds who are out of school or who are out of work for more than 6 months. JUMA targets those who are of low income and that face barriers when it comes to education or employment. So the funding source for JUMA, they're actually a nonprofit organization. So this means that they're basically receiving donations from many partners. Some of the partners that help with the financial aspects, it includes some big names like Gap, Starbucks, Costco. There's a lot of sport teams, sports venues, brand partners, and so many more. This way, it just makes it possible for JUMA to continue and do all the good that they're doing. So some of the positive outcomes that JUMA has created in the lives of youth. So 99% of youth who are involved with the program complete high school compared to the national average of 76%. So this is statistics for low-income youth, and that's a pretty significant difference, I would say. 92% of youth who are in JUMA, they actually enroll into post-secondary education compared to the 66% national average. JUMA, it makes it possible for low-income youth to complete high school and go on to college. JUMA also has employed over 1,000 youth in 2016 alone. So I found the program JUMA by researching different programs online that are dedicated to helping youth and minorities. I wouldn't make any reforms for the program because I believe that it already provides all the essentials that low-income youth and minorities need to prepare for the future. So the program, it focuses on 3 things mainly. That's going to be employment, education, and finances, which these are all things that are priorities in the life of young people. So in conclusion, from what I have learned from JUMA, I would say that it is a very successful program in helping youth to make important steps in their future, and I foresee that they're going to continue to grow and just make improvements in young people's lives. So with all the issues that we face in society today, for youth, for minorities, for everyone, I think that JUMA is really going to start making a pretty significant impact. It's going to help minority and youth get to where they want to be without having to worry about that financial burden It's going to help them get the resources that they need to be able to go to college and just continue their life in a very successful manner.